The first time I went to Phoenix, the food was
terrible.
Dang! Terrible.
So Phoenix wasn't up to par.
No, nowhere near up to par. It was terrible. I asked for a side tortilla.
Mm-hmm. What
they gave me some flour tortilla. And I was like, what? I was like, let me get a corn tortilla, you know? Bro, it was like the most depressing corn tortilla I've ever had.
Like no life.
No, there was no seasoning on any of that food.
Mayonnaise.
Still love Phoenix. Still my second home. Food though, man.
You know what else we do?
What else we do?
We get
serious to fun as the week is done. 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 As the week gets done. We are back, baby.
We are back from the land of what is Vegas known as?
Hey, listen, we don't even want to go into that because what happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas.
Welcome back to another Friday Free-for-All, okay? You're back with your boy, HUMBL HUNCHO, and I'm here with my co-host,
AJB BLITZ, and today we have a very special guest to introduce because you're going to be seeing him a lot more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We are introducing John, a.k.a.
Young John, okay?
Best Eats Chicago.
Best Eats Chicago. You got to say Mr. Best Eats because you got to stand on that.
Hey, let him cook.
I like that. Mr. Let him cook. How you doing, my boy?
Man, I'm feeling so blessed to be here. I appreciate you guys having me.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Now, this is a young, humble, prodigy, okay? Because when you see potential, you just got to let it roll. You got to, mold it. You got to make sure that you're growing it, right?
Absolutely.
And you got to let them know that they have it. A lot of people don't get recognition, John, okay? And we are just happy to let you know that, hey, you got something going for you, my guy, okay?
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
You absolutely do, bro. And that's why we're excited. We're going to be trying to incorporate some Monday mindsets back in the mix. You already know how that goes.
Because you only thought you could see us on the end of your week? Come
on
on now.
It's getting serious the fun as the week gets done. So the serious part is about to get a little bit more serious.
Absolutely.
Meaning the fun part has got to get a little bit more fun.
That's exactly what we're saying, Blitz. You're always going to learn, right? So we're going to start your week off the right way, okay?
You have to.
Now, my thing is, we're going to come from a different point of view, though. We're going to be tapping into different cultures. Ain't that right, John?
Yes, of course.
Now, the thing is, though, you got to be open-minded because we're going to be tapping into different eats, okay? Different mindsets, and to be able to see what makes people so great in their own way. Okay?
Absolutely.
Now, what I'm most excited for is to tell y'all about our mindset when we got to Vegas, okay?
Oh,
now,
my God.
This was something different. This is something different.
Hey, you know what? I will never not say that Honcho isn't a cowboy no more. You know why? Because the bro decided to book us. Hold on. He decided to book us at as the main hotel for the NFR. For those who don't know what the NFR is, you will find out in our uncut vlog that you have to check out. The weekend series, uncut vlogs,
okay,
which you're going to have to check out.
My guy is throwing a lot at you guys.
Yeah, I know we're throwing a lot at you.
We're throwing a lot at you, but listen, it's all for good reason. It's all for good reason because, John, you got to understand, when things happen in the moment, right, you have one or two options, okay? You could be a loser and not soak it up and just stand by the wayside. Or if you really want to take what life has to hold of you, you run with it,
Just tell the audience, right, that you put your cowboy hat on and you booked us at a hotel for basically what was described as the Super Bowl for rodeos.
Yes. Now, NFR.
The Super Bowl for rodeos.
Yes, guys.
This man was talking with
hitters were here.
He was talking with cattle slingers.
Yep. Bull riders. Rope. What's it called? The rope. Dang, is it the rope?
Those are cattle slingers.
Is it?
I don't know what they are, bro. All I know is that we met a guy named Catch Weaver.
Hey, he's the real deal.
He held his stance.
He was Googleable. Okay,
that's
how you know he was the real deal.
He was not messing around.
I didn't know that NFR happened to be going on, and it just so happened that you guys saw it. I was already rocking the cowboy hat before then. It was just meant to be. That's really what it is. No, it wasn't meant
to be. It was a plot by your end. You're trying to. Hey, I'll tell you what, they were giving this man some nods.
Hey, listen,
because he was the only brother with the cowboy hat on.
You have to understand something. If you get that nod, that's respect right there. Okay, it's not the up nod that we're used to. No, it's
the.
If you get that,
I gotta take a sip for that.
Yeah, you get respect, my boy. You get respect.
Cheers. Salute.
You don't even know. Now, John, you have to understand something. Okay, when you try something new, there's always going to be that point if you don't know if it's worth doing. You don't know if it's gonna work. All right. Has there ever been a time for you, all right, especially when trying something new, that you were afraid whether it was gonna work out or not, but you still did it anyway?
Of course. 2 examples that I can think of is my first time ever cutting someone's hair.
Ooh.
And I was jagging.
That's huge
jagging people left and right.
No way.
Jagging people.
Oh my days.
Drive-bys.
Wait, well, you got to explain what a drive-by is in the barber world.
A drive-by in the barber world.
In the barber world, yes.
There's clients that come in, and you have clients that come and sit down, and you get them in and out in like 30 minutes.
Ooh.
Like a drive-by.
I see. Okay. Quick.
I would say that was one of the biggest ones for me. And the second biggest one was my first time ever shooting a food video.
Nice.
100% a food video.
Nice.
Because I had so much anxiety doing it in front of people and people staring at me. And
yeah,
had my
those
phone
eyes
out.
will get you.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
What were you most nervous about?
Just you standing up with your phone and people are looking at you like all crazy, you know? And you're just, sitting there with your phone like, and sometimes it's a lot of people's vulnerability. They see you doing like, what the heck? But it's getting out of your shell and facing that fear. And something you've never done, for me especially, comes down to just pulling my phone out and being confident regardless of how many eyes are on me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one for me.
Yeah, okay. That's good. That's deep. We like that.
It takes a certain level of confidence to be able to overcome that, because some people get the ray beams of judgment, okay? And sometimes we kind of put it in our own head, okay? But, John, you got to understand something. And Blitz knows this, okay? When you out in these streets and in real native and in different cultures and everyone, you can't be afraid to go up to anybody, okay? But you have to come with a good intentionality, all right? We were on the strip, okay? When you're on the Vegas Strip, ain't that right, Blitz? When you're on the Vegas Strip, you're automatically in the mindset of someone's trying to sell you something.
Somebody's trying. I had to keep him from getting taxed.
Yeah,
they were about to invoice him without cash.
Listen, because if you even think about taking a picture, if you thinking about pulling a phone, if you thinking about, hey, I can get you in for woo da woo da woo. No, my boy, nope. That is not for free. Nope. Nothing is for free. Come on now, we know this by now.
There was a freestyler. The first thing he said is if you go record, you gotta pay. He said something like that, but he was going crazy. He looked
Blitz dead in the phone.
I turned that phone off real quick. So I'm like, HUNCHO. Not because we wouldn't have paid him. We would have paid him. We had no cash on us. Yeah, we didn't have no cash, and I think that was the biggest mistake we did, was have no cash at the strip.
We should have known.
We would have paid all these people to just have fun.
Interactions, and it would have been fun.
We would have paid, but we forgot the cash.
Absolutely. So we did fumble on that part, but don't get me wrong. We got some interactions that needed no introduction, I should say, because
they did not need.
It's funny how life works, John. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example in real time. Okay, I was the main one interviewing, but the moment Blitz had he wanted to just let the statement be known that, hey guys, I'm here too. I'm not the one interviewing. It's HUNCHO's job, but hey, I know what it takes to do this. All right, I'm a shy guy, in which Blitz is explaining to us. Okay,
I was a shy guy. I said I was a shy guy. Yeah, I said that.
But in the moment of him explaining this to us as to why he's not interviewing, this man gets a straight on interview in that moment, John. And guess what? He ran with it. I told you can be a loser and just stand aside, or you can run with it. And that's what Blitz did. Did an interview right then and there. And guys, let's just say, I can't wait for the clip.
It was fun. It was the funniest one. That was the part about it. It was like, I unintentionally was literally, and I even chopped it up. I've been chopping it up so far. And I chopped it up to cover that one part where I was saying, oh yeah, I usually don't do interviews. I'm a shy guy, so I'm gonna just let HUNCHO do it today.
No, you have to include that.
It goes right into me interviewing somebody for no reason.
You have to include that. It's too genuine.
That's getting included.
It's too smooth.
It was so funny. It was so ironic. God always does it. He works in mysterious ways. I feel like the Steelers, man, winning games without having to score touchdowns, like against teams like the Ravens. But yeah, man. I mean, it's just funny because like you could put points up on the board just by the sheer force of God. You know what I mean?
You did not have to bring them in this. We were having such a great show, John. You were getting some life advice, and he just had to put the Steelers in there.
I got upset,
and
man.
He's hurt because they lost while we were in Vegas. So that was tough. That was tough.
And he tried to. I told you I was going to get you back for getting some people to say "Go Birds." I told you I was going to get you back. Hey, I'm spiteful when it comes to that.
Now, John, what we most learned about our trip, okay, is that everything matters when you do it intentionally. Okay, all right. The reason we even got there is because we're intentional of when we wanted to do this and what we wanted to become.
Yes.
You never know who's watching, my guy. You never know who's watching because the same people can still be the ones not saying anything, but they're paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're paying attention. All right. And when you're doing things intentionally the right way, good things will come to you. And if it wasn't for this consistency and us believing in what we can create, man, we wouldn't have stumbled on this opportunity, bro.
Absolutely not. And shout out to the boy Eli. That was very special of him to get some things going, and it just really gave us a spark, not only to the podcast, but really I think it's going to be interesting to hear his perspectives and hear what he has to say next week.
Absolutely,
because that's going to be fun. It was a really good time. It was definitely something worth the bucks.
And I can't wait for you guys to get some insight on what Vegas, has to offer. And
It's got a lot to offer.
It's got
a lot to offer. That might be the second home here.
Exactly. Now, what we also learned about Vegas is that the food, they don't play, okay? Because similar to Chicago, it's a melting pot, right?
Yeah.
You got a whole lot of cultures going around, okay? My guy, John, is real passionate about why food represents the culture. Why is that? Because when you were telling me about it, right, I felt like it was coming from the soul. I felt like you had some type of prior experience of why food means so much when it comes to culture. Why
And
does
we ain't
it?
talking no soul food either. Right?
Hey,
no soul
listen,
food's good.
hey,
Soul food's
listen.
good.
Soul food is a hit, though.
Soul
We'll
food
talk
is
about
a
that
hit
too.
whenever you need that, but it feels like you're doing it genuinely.
Mhm.
Yeah. Food is an expression of our culture, and people seem to creating with grandma's, mom's recipes. There's so much detail that comes in the food. And what's so unique about Chicago is that Chicago, super diverse. You can go on every single block,
Right.
and there's Puerto Rican spots, there's Mexican spots, there's African spots, Ukrainian spots,
Right.
which you won't find in other places, maybe besides like New York.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't really understand about Chicago, is that there's just so much good food. And I experienced that firsthand. For the first time I went to Phoenix, the food was terrible.
Dang!
Terrible.
So Phoenix wasn't up to par.
No, nowhere near up to par. It was terrible.
Oh, man.
I asked for a side tortilla.
Mm-hmm. What
Well,
they give you?
they gave me some flour tortilla. And I was like, what? I was like, let me get a
What?
corn tortilla, Bro, it was like the most depressing
Ooh,
corn tortilla I've ever had.
like no life.
No,
Is it?
there was no seasoning on any of that
my
food.
days.
Still love Phoenix. Still my second home. Food though, man. The only cool spot that I saw was a Maple and Ash, but that's like we have so many of those.
Exactly.
You know
So what makes things different when it comes to here in Chicago? Because I do understand exactly what you're saying. You can go down different avenues and experience different cultures, right?
And I'm
But-
surprised about that with Phoenix because isn't that
I
close
was
to Mexico?
surprised.
A lot
I was
closer?
surprised too. I was like, dang.
But I digress.
Well, I know for a fact that El Milagro, they have their main headquarters is in Chicago. A lot of people come to Chicago just for tortillas alone.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So we up there.
We
That's
up
good
there.
to know. This is to know. I love what I'm hearing about that it's always getting better too. Like there's always more coming through and more expansion always being known. What are your top 3 when it comes to going out and trying to experience, other food that you're not used to? I'm throwing a curveball at you. Other food that you're not used to. What's your top 3?
Culture-wise,
Yeah.
or just anything?
Culture-wise and anything. I'm gonna give you an open menu on this one. Yeah, you see what I'm doing.
My top 3 experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Not in any sort of ranking. Puerto Rican food.
Ooh, okay.
Puerto Rican food. Puerto Rican food was delicious. Not just with the food, but just the ambiance, the environment.
there you
There's
go.
so much more that comes down to just these restaurants. It's not just the food. You'll have their music in the back, everything, bachata, salsa, everything.
They embrace it all. I
Embrace
understand.
it.
Toxicness, too?
Oh my! Come on, Blitz.
It's a little bit.
Come
You
on,
need a
Blitz.
little bit.
You just had to get spicy. He just had to get spicy.
They don't like spice actually. So
Oh, is that right?
Hey, the Puerto Ricans hate spice.
That's different. Hey, to each their own. What's number 2?
Mexican food for sure. There's so many delicious Mexican spots. One of my favorite spots that I made 3 different videos because I wanted it to blow up.
Oh, okay. So you were really rooting for this one.
Oh yeah.
One of the best chilaquiles I've ever had was at La Catedral in Little Village. I will take anyone there.
Hey, let's
just
go.
To experience it.
Let's go.
We have to go.
Let's go.
A good
Beautiful
time.
ambiance.
Let's
Beautiful
go.
ambiance. Food was delicious and one of the best cafe de ollas I've ever had.
Okay.
I would spend back for that cafe de olla.
Hey, you talking my
just for the
language because
cafe.
now we have to see for ourselves.
Man, you trying to be romantic with bro, huh?
No, I'm trying to see what he's talking about.
When you and bro do the most
you don't hear the
romantic things
passion
together.
he's talking about this food. He's laying it out for us.
I hear the passion. I hear your,
He's laying it out for us.
I
He's
see
saying,
your-
"Come try this deliciousness."
and
You
your
think I'm
eyes
not
are
going to do that?
up. Your eyes are going
Got a
up.
little
Because he's
excited.
making it sound like it's a must-have. Bro.
It is a must-have.
So we're gonna see for
Hey,
ourselves.
it's okay, bro. We do that. When we go out for food review sometimes.
Bro's getting jealous.
Hey, we getting jealous. I'm getting jealous.
That's crazy. What's number 1, my guy?
I'm just messing.
The third one, the biggest one, the Italian food.
Ooh,
Italian food in Chicago.
okay.
You can go, not just Chicago, but you can go to Oak Brook, Naperville. Italian food has this sense of status, a little bit more bougie.
Right.
Food, the flair,
The
ambiance.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much when it comes on to Italian food. Pasta, pizza. There's so many things. And it can travel into a modern aspect too.
Yeah.
If you eat Italian pizza versus American Italian pizza, very, very different. But both are tasty and delicious in their unique ways. But
Absolutely.
Italian food at an Italian spot with the chef,
There's just a different.
100%.
Now I do gotta give some honorable mentions because I have some different ones. Okay, all right. Now African food here, y'all gotta step. Hey,
Gotta tap
y'all
in.
gotta you feel me? Expand your horizons a little
Gotta
bit,
tap
okay?
in.
Because you gotta tap in. All right, and I will put you guys to the jollof test. Don't even try to pronounce it. You failed already, but it's okay. All right,
Jollof,
But-
I said it.
No, you got to blitz. Now listen, I'm gonna put 2 of them in front of you. You already know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you the test yourselves, okay? Because I believe when it comes down to flavor, it should speak for itself. We ain't gotta yap. We ain't gotta talk too much. I'm gonna put it in front of
the
you.
Ghanaians or the Nigerians? Which ones?
My guy,
Because that's his
We
question,
gotta
too.
know. We gotta
My
know.
guy.
That's his question.
gotta
Actually,
know.
my guy.
We gotta
Like
know.
I said, I'm going to put them both in front of you, and you just gonna have to see for yourself. You guys also have to tap in to Hawaiian food, okay?
Ooh.
Hawaiian food is, guys, you're not gonna get as much like how I put it, like fresh. We're talking fresh ingredients. We're talking
now you
You
want to know
need it.
something interesting?
Mm.
I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I think I saw like Tua actually say something about this. It's
Tua.
not. Is it not Hawaiian food? Is it a different type of food? But it's
yeah.
marked as Hawaiian
Mhm,
food just so
yeah.
because people are ignorant to it. I don't know.
No, you're right. No, realistically,
It's
you
a-
wouldn't know unless you actually went to an establishment that would correct
True.
you.
Yeah,
Right? So that's the reality of
because
it.
I don't know. I couldn't look up where Hawaiian food would be.
Hawaiian food is a flair of Japanese, Filipino, and the natives on the island.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah. See, he's a
Man,
young,
I know.
He's a young
You know,
prodigy.
he's
I
not
know.
messing
He's a
around.
young
Food
prodigy.
connoisseur.
This is
Food
what I love.
connoisseur.
This is what I love, and this is what you guys are gonna get a sneak preview of. Because when you're going to these different places, you have to understand the lineage, right? You like you told us, you're taking us back to generations of different people doing it the same way, but refining it each time, adding something new to make it even better. All right? Now, guys, before we get down to the nitty gritty, I need to know, what are your top 2 comfort foods? Okay, because food brings a different type of happiness. Okay,
Food-
Oh, yeah.
I always said this.
Main dishes or desserts?
That's a great question.
anything. Let's just go anything.
That's a great question. What you got, Blitz? What you got?
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I can't think of 2. But I can think of 1. No, you know what? All right, I'll go
think of
ice
1.
cream. I'll go 2. I'll go ice cream. Maybe in the summer. That'll do it.
Yeah.
It's really a milkshake. Specifically a milkshake.
Specifically a milkshake.
Specifically a milkshake.
Does it heal the soul? Does it what is it?
Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better. But let me tell you the number 1 comfort food I enjoy no matter what season it is, anything.
Every
If
day.
I'm stressed, I'm going to take it. Some good old-fashioned mac and cheese.
Yeah, you need that.
But
He did eat some today.
Some real
real
mac
mac
good
and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Oh,
Not
baked.
none of that craft.
Baked.
Baked. Yep.
Must
From
be
the
baked.
oven.
Like I love that Chick-fil-A stuff. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Little
okay.
crunch.
So
I love
mac and
that
cheese
Popeye. No, the Popeyes
is the
doesn't
way
have it.
to your
KFC
heart.
has it for sure. I used to love KFC's mac and cheese.
You need a bev with that.
Okay. Mac and cheese is your way to your heart. All right, ladies, now you know. Talk to me, young John.
Ice cream. I can eat ice cream any season cold. Could be -40 and I'll always eat ice cream. Ice cream is so delicious. I'm definitely an ice cream lover over cake any day of the week. That's as far as dessert. But main dish?
Don't say tacos.
No. No.
I
No,
thought it was coming. I thought it was coming.
It's like, come
No,
on.
that's crazy. That's
Come on,
crazy.
man. You can do
No.
better.
I love tacos, but it's
But
not
come
comfort.
on.
It's not comfort.
Good old-fashioned chicken sandwich. Fried chicken sandwich. It's just
Mm.
gas.
Were you here? Like, you remember that whole Popeye chicken sandwich craze?
Oh my god.
Were you a part of that fandom?
And they tried to say it was better than Chick-fil-A.
That's what I'm saying. What do you,
That was blasphemy. That was blasphemy. That was
Bro,
crazy.
they
That
had-
was crazy.
They had shorties outside.
Alright.
Oh my
like,
gosh. That
Ready to
that's where that iconic meme
I,
came from.
I actually have an amazing story in that. My friend, shout out to my guy Enrique. Enrique used to hold it down at the Romeoville Popeyes. And during that season where it blew up on Twitter, I remember pulling up to Popeyes and asking, I was like, yo, dude, like, what's going on like with the Popeyes? And I remember him like looking sad and opening the window. He's like, dude, we're out. We don't have any more. He's like,
said, "We're
There's
out."
no more.
he's like, please, like just stop,
Just
like
stop.
asking for it. And it's actually so funny because he said a lot of the people that were giving him the hardest time were the people that were coming straight out of church.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Come on, guys.
Suit
You
and
gotta do
tie
better.
on a
We gotta do
Sunday.
better.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Hey, we need
They're
a
supposed to
button.
be the most humble
Crazy.
people. That's crazy.
You know what's crazy? You know it's actually I think you've said that so many times, like in a good way, that we need a button for like the ding ding ding. We gotta do better.
We gotta do better.
Ding, ding,
I
ding,
told
ding.
you.
We
I
gotta
told
do
you
better.
because
We'll
how
drink.
many
We gotta
times?
drink.
We gotta do better. This thing does have a sound pad. I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
We will get it. We gotta do it.
Something like that.
We have to do
I
better.
love it. I love the way you said we gotta do better.
Honestly.
That just hurt. Popeyes just. I love Popeyes. It just hurts my stomach. I can't get away with a good Popeyes chicken sandwich and not hurt my stomach.
Mm.
Oh, is it
So,
really
so
comfort food
what is
then?
the top chicken? What chicken sandwich is your go-to?
And at a fast food,
or you
so
make it
far
yourself?
Chick-fil-A. Like
Okay.
you're gonna
He's not
like you
wrong.
can't beat
Okay.
Chick-fil-A, but one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had was in downtown Naperville at this spot called Santo Cielo. Rooftop. Definitely take if you're going on a first date. Must try Naperville.
There you go.
Santo Cielo.
See, Young John gonna start putting you guys on.
Hey, you
Hey,
know,
I've taken 3 dates. I ain't gonna lie. I've taken 3 different shorties. On
Here, let me tell you something. Instead, you ever think, right, that your profession calls for another service, right? You should be the one scheduling dates for these fellas out
There
here.
you
Do you
go.
ever think about
There you
that?
go.
I have.
There
You
you
should
go,
be the
John.
one. Hey, I call him up. Hey, I need a date night. She likes Italian. Schedule it.
There you
Time.
go. Hey,
Boom.
hey,
Here you
John.
go.
We will make that form. All right.
Nah,
we
we
will
need-
make sure you
well,
start getting paid.
Hey,
Don't worry.
we need a royalty.
No,
on that
we-
one.
We need, absolutely.
That's the genius one.
We'll
my
start making that one
My
avenue for
stepbrother would always ask me, he's like, dude, where's a new spot? Like, I need a new spot.
you. You see?
I
You
put
gonna
it-
start charging.
I put him on with Santo Cielo, all these little date spots. And he's like, dude, it worked. It worked.
Oh, God.
That's how it
I'm
works.
like, no.
That's crazy.
He gonna turn
Hey,
into Hitch.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it. I love it. See, guys, food brings a different kind of happiness, and I want you guys to experience it yourself. So before we close out, we're gonna give you one advice when it comes to food etiquette. Okay, not people.
food etiquette.
Oh yeah. So see, John knows what I'm talking about.
He knows.
A lot of people don't even know about food etiquette. So to leave you on, we're gonna make sure that the next time you're sitting down with people, you're doing it the right way. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you one example. Okay.
Okay. What's food etiquette? What we got?
Do not hunch over your food like you're an animal. Okay. All right. No one else
this
is
we
from
stealing your
definitely did
food.
that today. We definitely did that today.
Now I'm letting you know some people are traumatized. Okay, some people are traumatized, and sometimes as you get older, you don't even realize that you're literally doing this over your food.
Like
Okay,
you bear crawling it?
you feel me? So guys, it's okay. Taking one bite at a time. Okay, chew with your mouth closed. Okay, and it's gonna be all right. So that's one food etiquette for me. All right.
I can't give you any food etiquette, and I'll be honest with you, okay? Because I broke just about every rule when I was young. from putting your elbows on the table, from the one thing I did do right was put the napkin on the leg, right? I always did that.
There you go.
But I would chow my food down like it was a race because you got to understand.
That's not good, Blitz.
Okay, bro, but you got to understand when food
would be good.
Food was good, right? But like when you come from a big family too, like on the Sundays at my grandpa's house, I was like, you know what? I got to get my belly full. I was tearing down plates of pasta like it wasn't nothing.
They hate to see this man coming.
Yeah. I believe it. I believe it.
Hey, I knew he hated to see my face coming.
He's taking plates home.
I was like, oh yeah. No, I was tearing it down. Okay. Not only that, I was like not cutting my steaks right. I was just like taking the whole thing.
Grandma's favorite.
Bad etiquette, but I am getting better.
There you go.
But you want to know something more interesting too?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people grew up with that food etiquette.
This is true.
I don't think a lot of people did grow up with that food etiquette. I think because I've seen a lot of people from girls to guys eat like me. Eat like me.
This is true.
It's true. But I gotten better.
Let's go ahead and educate them, my boy. What can they do better?
One of the best. There's multiple different etiquettes on a date. Definitely putting a napkin on your leg. One of my first experiences is I had dated one of my first girlfriends, and she was like, "You should put the napkin over your leg." And kind of similar to AJ, yeah. I had and when she had told me that, I was very like why? Like it didn't make sense to me. That's definitely one of the biggest things that I would say is important etiquette as far as your first date. Mm-hmm. Second most important etiquette, being respectful to the server. Always tipping a minimum of 20% because they don't get wages. And it's super important because they deal with so many different personalities. Definitely always tip your server. Always be respectful. Yes. Please and thank you. Because next time you come back to a restaurant, if you tip well and you leave a good impression, the server's going to go back to the kitchen, talk to the manager, and express how good of a customer you were. And now you're going to be on a priority.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Some sauce for the audience. Some sauce for the audience.
I'm just going to double down on that because, look, I'm going to just be real. If you don't have money to tip, you don't have money to go out and get served. Go get some different type of food.
Some Popeyes.
Some Popeyes. Yeah, go get some like faster food. Go get something else because I'm sorry. Don't go to a service spot and not plan to tip. It's very disrespectful. It's like these people, right, do not get, coming from the restaurant industry, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know the wages that are getting paid. Yeah. It is not good.
You're right.
Why people go to a restaurant and not tip is beside me. I don't understand. These people are serving you, taking the food out of off your table,
literally
refilling your cups. I mean, bro, that's just the way it works out here. It's included. Always, that was a great point that you brought up. Tipping is a must if you're getting served. Again, now I will say that tipping has got a little out of control, right?
Inflation crazy.
They putting Starbucks over there. They're like, no, pick a button. I'm like, bro, my coffee's already $7. How much more you want from me, bro? And like, I get it. And even some of the baristas, if they're making a complicated drink, I might throw in a tip. But like, bro, I'm not tipping you. I'm not tipping you
at Starbucks. Crazy.
At like not even Starbucks. Sometimes I'll do it because they are very nice over there.
Right.
But like, bro, I'm not tipping you because you gave me, some water at the gas station, bro. They done lost their mind.
And they'll look at you as you're saying no tip. They will stare you down.
Pick an option. Tip. I'm like, uh-oh. Or would they turn that square reader over? Oh my gosh, bro.
You gotta look away. You gotta.
Oh my goodness, guys, this has been a blast. This has been a blast. My guy, John, I'm excited for you, okay?
Absolutely.
We're going to see more of you, okay? We're going to make sure that you guys are getting more sauce each episode. Stay tuned for these Monday Mindsets because they're going to come at you fast, all right? Yeah, because once the ball starts rolling, right, Blitz, it's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop, man. Actually, I just want to get your take. What do you feel like you want to bring to the Monday Mindset before we close out?
We need more personal experience and to show that anyone could chase their dreams. Yes, and we're just regular people chasing our dreams, and I hope this inspires people, not just in Chicago, not just in Illinois, but all over. And let us be an example of full sending it.
I love it. I love it.
Love it.
Now, you better send a like, subscribe, and you better please make sure it's a comment because, guys, the more, the merrier. We love you guys. Shout out to the Weekday Heroes. Yes. Have a great weekend because it gets serious to fun as the week gets done. Serious to fun as the week gets done. Serious to fun as the week gets done.